right. Welcome back. If you've just joined in, we are now playing game number 6.
Six games already.
I know, so quick. Which is the MRDA game, the Brisbane City Rollers BCR versus Coastal Assassin Roller Derby, Card and Friends.
That's fun, friends.
So you're here with SX and Bones.
We're sorry.
And we're underway.
We have got Happy jamming for Card and Friends.
But the early lead goes
To BCR.
BCR.
Peppermint Crunch looks like they've gotten a bit taller.
They do.
Either way, they're doing well. 4 points on the board, coming around for another couple.
Right, beautiful pass on the outside.
Card Gemma is out. Panny got off. Around the outside. As the live commentators said, it looked fantastic, but lead Gemma called it off.
Quick and easy, 8 points to BCR. So now that we're just going to quickly run through the list of both teams. SX, do you want to do Brisbane City Rollers?
I would love to.
Awesome.
We have 000, Rumple of Steelskin, 101, Dr. Dan Damick, 128, Scottish, 143, Icy Kill, 25, Sora Legs Off, 401, Cutthroat King, 462, Badger, 5152, Stacks It, 54, Drop Blair, 56, Purple Rain, 58, Silent Butcher, 633, Synaptic, 71, RPG, 95, Shellfish, and the bench crew are Zach, Jambi, and Happy Cadaver.
Awesome. So in this jam, we've got Cutthroat King is out with lead. Through for a beautiful pass with an easy 4 points. Card just getting held up there in the back. Really locked in.
Looks like they might be looking for a star pass, which we can say.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Ooh.
They are through. That is number 2-3, Tenacious Diggs. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Cutthroat King going for a late call-off.
Very late.
Very dramatic. Power stance in the middle of the track, ready for action.
So going to quickly jump in and talk about the Coastal Assassin Roller Derby and Friends. 00 CDBDIs. 010 Nomad. 111 great number, happy days. 15 numero uno. 22 Corblimley, oh gosh, terrible. 23 Tenacious Diggs, 237 Side Swiper, 27 Rogue Trooper, 426 Bazinga, 666 Noisy, 68 Axe Sean Man, 74 Supernova, 77 Lemming, 95 Ratatouille, 9601 Weapon X. Bench crew Yorkshire Terror and Fred.
And in the meantime, on the track, Icy Kill is your lead jammer. They are doing absolutely fantastic work. Some O from Silent Butcher.
Fabulous offense.
Opened it right up.
Getting around now. Looking for a star pass here from Card. Doesn't get it before being taken out by Synaptic Kid. Just very good edges on Synaptic Kid.
Very good everything on Synaptic.
Very good everything. Just a powerhouse. So makes things very, very difficult.
Whole package, that skater. Ooh, big hit on the outside to Icy, but one hand out. They are up
Stays
and back in.
Just pushing that out, pushing more. Beautifully done. 1 to go.
Almost there.
Almost there. Oh, lovely. And
She's
through. So now the offense, can they do it? Butcher trying to keep people away to protect the back of that tripod. Star pass in action. Koblimley is just trying to fight through Silent Butcher and does manage to get through. Icy looking for a last couple of points and calls it off.
Happy with an 8-point jam there, 8-0. Well done, BCR. So that takes our total BCR 26 to Card and Friends still on 0. Can't imagine that will be for long. We have a fresh set of jammers.
Frontline start. Oh, so much activity in there. Woo. Beautifully done. Bazinga is out and through. So much speed. Oh! Just grabs one at the back. Just got a silent butcher.
That was like lightning striking.
So much speed.
It's incredibly impressive.
Definitely.
And we have a timeout of the official nature.
So we've got Cutthroat King, who's up there on the jammer line.
And number 2-3.
And Tenacious Deegs. Tenacious Deegs, I think they're very much the short and the tall of it.
Oh my gosh, there's like a full another head in that.
And having played against Tenacious Deegs, those long legs on an apex jump are something out of this world. When they've got a bit of speed behind them, they can pretty well cut right across that apex. It's just incredible.
Too bad we don't have the microphones that reach them. We could request that. So a quick shout out to our tournament head officials. Our head referee is Denominator, and our head non-skating official is Ruby Soho. A lot of work goes into the officiating.
So much work just into the whole tournament in general as well. Like probably a really good time just to shout out all the people behind the scenes from Quirtle, all of our officials, medics on site, and obviously all of our volunteers too. So
thank you all.
Yeah, we love you. We love Derby.
Couldn't happen without you guys.
All right, we're on. Oh, and there's exactly what I'm talking about. Tenacious Deegs, those long legs on a straight
Didn't
apex.
even need the apex.
Not an apex. Who needs an apex when you can just jump on the straight? Oh,
great hit out by Weapon.
Oh, there's the apex jump. Beautifully done.
Why engage with the pack when you can fly?
When you can just fly around it. Beautifully done.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Card
much
have
speed.
got points on the board. Tenacious Deegs putting 6 up from that jam.
So much speed and so much leg coverage.
Such leg.
So much legs. Get those like Derby envy eyes of just going, what I could do if I had real long legs like that.
Wouldn't it be amazing?
It'd be amazing. Okay, we got Icy Kill back out. Oh, popping on. Oh, she manages to get around and see the beady eyes.
Held up on the outside, but up the front.
Oh, and just stays in. Beautifully done. One hand out again. Icy's really created a great technique on that one lately.
Another jammer with a lot of leg. Not quite as much as Tenacious.
No.
But still a lot of leg.
Still a lot of leg.
And a lot of talent.
Absolutely.
Big hit at the back of the pack by Cole that takes her out, but she's back on. Shut down.
Got the goat at the back. So nice. Just holding that goat there, just trying to work up the front to try and create that extra space and get out of play. Synaptic Kid very aware of the jammer coming back on.
Lemming re-engaging the back of the BCR pack.
Icy making nice short work of that one.
Lemming using some great laterals to fight through that pack all the way up to the front, but a nice hit on that outside line, and they have been reabsorbed.
Oh. There's a hard tripod whenever you come up against an Aptic kid. There's just a lot of talent there to come through. And then add Butcher into the mix as well with offense.
They're just everywhere. It's almost like a it's like there's an omnipresence.
Oh, Icy staying in. How did they do that? That was very impressive. I thought they were going to go out for sure, but they didn't.
Meanwhile, Lemming has made it through and is now on a scoring pass. So Icy Killer calls the jam.
Call off.
Happy days. Stepping up to the jam line for Card and Friends. Next to a very tall Peppermint. That one's not going to get old.
It's not going to get old at all. Oh, so much speed.
Oh my gosh.
So much speed.
Wow.
I just love how they come through, have the shoulders really tilted, and just use their whole body, legs doing something completely different to the top half. It's very impressive to watch. Oh, beautifully done. So much speed. Yes, 2 points.
Speed, bodies flying everywhere. Oh, this is a different kind of roller derby.
Definitely is. So for all those people watching at home, it's actually really hot here today. So we just played the previous game, and let me tell you, the first 5 minutes, I think, really was hard to breathe out there. It's really humid.
Like
and
sucking in exhaust fumes.
Yeah, even though we're locals, it was like, so I hate to see what our friends from Melbourne are feeling at the moment as well, because it was hot. So I'm expecting things after this first sort of 5 minutes to really start to ramp up as people start to get used to it.
Weapon! The car jammer got 3 big hits on that outside corner, managed to stay all the way in until just that last moment.
Cutthroat King managing to work around the tripod of cards. And we've got a star pass in action. Now what are Card going to do? Butcher's going to come up and try and do some offense, which they've done very well. Good call off by Cutthroat.
All right. Our score, BCR are at 45 and Coastal Assassins Roller Derby and Friends are up to 9. They are doing quite well holding their own against BCR.
Beautiful. We had a little bit of a
Offense?
pack advantage with,
that
with
too.
BCR. And beautiful offense. They just really crowded the card tripod, and it was an easy inside line run at the end there.
Oh, those were fantastic levels.
Panties off. Just Cutthroat King. Not Cutthroat King. Oh. So we've got a forearms on the jammer now, so there is a power jam.
And they are icing that jammer. I wonder if they're icing for Icy. No, they're icing for
Kingsley coming
Cutthroat.
back out for Cutthroat King. Kingsley, a.k.a. Kingsley. Let's just go with Kingsley. Coming back out to jam for BCR. And then we've got Happy Days.
I think we might be taking a bit of a break, judging by the track that has only one team.
And a nice little timeout there.
And this is a team timeout for BCR.
Yeah, it's a sort of 17 minutes in, maybe just a nice little one, just as a mid sort of way breather, just, just have a little breath.
Enjoy these hot air fumes.
Just calm things down again, not get too excited. Got a beautiful, nice, substantial lead now, so maybe just one of those ones just to go, right, we're on target, let's just chill. Card, however, on track, looking like they're ready for the job at hand.
No breaks.
No breaks.
No breaks for the...
No breaks.
Well, one break for the jammer, Axe. 6, who is in the bin. So this jam is going to start with only one star on the track.
Ah. All right, so power jam start. Butcher just sneakily putting the toe stop down on the line and trying to get a few hips in front. Oh,
They got one. Cole is being yielded to the back.
beautiful attack there. Oh, and Kingsley just dances around the outside line there, but there was a beautiful little offensive sweep there by Snaptic Kid on Cole, which was
The
very
unknown
nice.
hero.
The unknown hero.
The best offense is the one you can't see
Oh, yes.
and
Oh.
don't notice.
And Snaptic Kid is so clever at that. They come in, they're really like good at changing that level and dropping down under that line of sight and just coming in and attacking
That
very
scoop.
swiftly with speed. It's very impressive. So we've got a star pass.
Speaking of
And Happy
speed,
Days. Happy Days has got plenty of speed. And so lucky to have called that off because they had so much speed, but that step as well, the lateral step with speed in tow, very impressive to watch.
a level of talent in this game of the individual skaters.
So much individual talent. Okay, so back on the jammer line, we've got Icy Kill. So it'd be interesting to see whether Tenacious Deegs can do another, just straight jump, not even an apex jump, just a jump on the straight and clear multiple people.
Because why not?
Like I said, legs envy.
I'm having quite
Leg-
severe. Looking at my little
of
stumps
legs
going,
envy.
this is why you're not a jammer.
This is why we block.
It's the legs.
It's the legs. We don't have the legs for apex jumps.
You have the speed.
I got the speed, but my little tiny legs,
Yeah.
they take little tiny steps.
That's true. Like
Yeah.
a little dinosaur.
Yeah, dinosaur legs. Oh,
We're off. Both jammers are.
by the legs. So Icy out in lead. Oh, beautifully done. Oh my gosh, the air. The air that
Almost landed
they
on
can
top
get
of a
is
BCR blocker.
Unbelievable. So much air.
Air and twirls. That center of gravity, it must be getting dizzy. It's in the air, it's twirling around. That is very hard to contain.
So impressive. The offense then, and it was difficult, there was a definite pack advantage there for BCR and just with the really clever and smart offense as well with Snaptic and Butcher, when you've got a pack advantage on top of that, it makes it very, very difficult for anyone to get around anything.
Very, very difficult.
I want to see Bazinga back out jamming.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. Just so dynamic with that movement, so quick and so twitchy, and it's just like, oh! And as a blocker, I just sit there and I already get nervous just watching someone like that and going, oh my God, thank God I'm not out there blocking that.
I can see your legs twitching.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh. Okay, so we have Drop Blair out for BCR, aka Peppermint. Not sure about the jersey change there, but anyway, that's...
I'm wondering how that jersey is
don't
fitting
know.
Drop Blair.
yeah.
There's a lot of muscle.
There's a lot of muscle. That are
But wearing it
Peppermint's been
well.
working out. One of the two. Let's take a little moment here to have a shout out to Leggy, who's track manager at the moment, just looking for any of those bits of tape that are lifting up We love Leggy.
Doing a fantastic job. The tape is a little funny this weekend.
The tape has been troublesome.
It really likes to attach itself to your toe stops, wheels.
Yeah, it's attaching to all the different things at the moment. But that makes the game just that little bit more interesting.
A little bit bumpy.
A little bit bumpy, especially when it's wrapped around one wheel. Slippery and grippy and kind of all weird things.
An update on the score.
Yes.
BCR 65, 8 points in that last jam, and Card and Friends are at 9 with 0 points in that last jam.
Perfecto. So we have a Weapon X in the bin, so pack advantage again to BCR. Weapon X is standing though, so should only have a couple of seconds to come back out and give some assistance.
Won't be long.
Won't be long.
These jammers don't seem to be needing to star pass very often, so not too much of a problem having a pivot in the bin.
Okay. So Card taking the back line and a nice squishy front by the looks of this. Butcher just really covering that inside line. Oh, well done. There was an opening there for 2 seconds.
But Bazinga shut it down.
Yeah, Bazinga was all over it like a rash. Unfortunately, though,
he had some cream for that rash.
That's need some cream. Okay.
Drop Blair approaching.
AKA Peppermint.
Beautiful double duck on the outside, then on the inside.
With that shoulder and just punching Bazinga off. They did that so well. Butcher once again just keeping that goat at the back, just one less person to worry about. Oh, Bazinga's just... I like watching Bazinga in there.
Me
It's
too.
just so much action.
So fast.
So fast. Alrighty.
Dangerous job being a ref these days.
Oh, that's the thing. So it looks like we've got Happy Days out jamming for this one.
Next to Cutthroat King.
We've got Cole out there, Bazinga again. Beauty.
Synaptic Kid.
And Nomad.
No one in the bin.
Names. No one's in the bin. It's Even Stevens. Oh, Cutthroat King. Straight out. Cole put in a good valiant chase, but not enough. Oh, Happy Days through on the inside line. Now, BCR are going to try and slow it down, but Card are going to try and speed it up. Synaptic. Oh! And a little bit of a... Oh! A little bit of a bullet impact onto one of our referees, but they are okay, thankfully. But
this is why we all wear protective gear.
Exactly.
Every one of us.
Absolutely. It was really well played by Synaptic Kid then, just controlling both packs, trying to tell BCR to slow them down, but also making sure to get
Shut
those
the jammer
strokes.
down.
Shut the jammer down.
Just doing all the things.
Oh, beautiful. Oh! Oh my God, those legs are just incredible.
Tenacious Diggs is your lead jammer.
Again, there's my leg envy. Oh, beautifully done. Oh, unlucky. Couldn't get past Synaptic that time. No.
Classic move there by Synaptic, looking really good.
I thought they would have given a cheeky little nimbly on the run back there, but wasn't to be. So Icy's still getting caught in there. Butcher's doing a fantastic job of offense though, but
Side swiper
doing really well. Icy getting very close. Side swiper coming in. Oh, Icy very quick on that return. And going to get recycled all the way back. It's a lot of hard work. Icy being very smart there. Butcher didn't see that there was a cheeky little other blocker that came back, but Icy smartly went all the way because I was waiting for, is this going to be a cut? And no, she saw it, thankfully.
And then managed to do a very sneaky star pass to Butcher, who artfully took that panty and came up just shy of scoring.
That was a great, exciting jam.
A lot of things happening in that jam.
Lots of things happening.
Score update. BCR are at 74 and Card and Friends are at 14. 60 points in it. Easy
Beautiful,
maths.
easy
Love
math.
that. Love that for me.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a drop. Blair. Who's your lead jammer?
Yes.
Have Axe Sean jamming for Card. Penny is off. Penny is past
and
to
Cole
Cole.
got it. Oh, Synaptic and Cole having a bit of a tussle at the front there.
Doing a dance.
Oh, beautifully
Cole
done.
got down tonight.
Beautiful bean dip. Very nice bean dip. It's a nice sharp 4 little points.
It was clean. It was very clean.
Very clean. Ooh, Bazinga's
Hey.
jamming. Just so fast, rapid movement. I love watching it. BCR have been really dominating this front line.
They have.
And really squeezing that pack in tight, which has been very interesting to watch. Oh my
There he goes.
God! Oh, Bazinga! It's so fun to say too. But like those speedy little feet. Oh, I just love watching it. Look at it.
He is a fantastic skater.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that too.
yeah.
It's
I was like,
fine.
"Oh." I think there was a little cut in there, but those feet are so quick. Hey, they didn't see it.
Did it really happen?
Did it? Oh, yeah.
Back block.
It's like it was too quick. Blocker just changed their positioning
Yep.
for 2 seconds, and unfortunately, as fast as Bazinga is, could not quite do that. A little bit of voice action happening there with Cutthroat King and Happy Days. And the bin is looking very full at the moment.
It's an open door policy.
Oh, there's some real action happening here. Oh,
Happy Days heading to the bin. Cutthroat yielded to the back.
maybe it's just something in the numbers, 111, because I felt like I was in the bin a lot today too.
Oh, maybe you only need 1-1 in there because that was in the bin a lot too.
Bazinga's back out and just... We're in for the full 2-minute jam here. Cutthroat King just taking it easy, just chilling.
He's on a Sunday stroll.
Yeah.
Bazinga looking for a bit of a ghost there.
That was beautiful. Just those feet so fast, but ran into Butcher and Butcher just quickly swiped them out.
Oh, that was fantastic. Oh, by Happy Days, just clearing out that inside for Bazinga.
Oh, it's getting very physical out there, I think.
It's a lot of shoulders in it. It's a lot of shoulders in it.
But there's smiles at the end, which is the most beautiful thing.
Happy Days has got a beautiful smile.
Yeah. It was like a lot of hustle and tussle, but then we're all happy at the end of the day. We all love our derby.
Could have been even a little bit of bustle.
Fred having a bit of a chat to Bazinga.
Looks like this might be an official review. No, it's a team time. No, it is an official review.
Official review. All El Capitanos are in there. I'd say maybe, do you think it might be that cheeky little cut? I don't think so, though,
anybody
because the
saw it
refs
at
didn't
all.
see it. We had the perfect viewpoint
Yeah, we
from right where
did.
we are. But and those feet were so bloody quick, who could really
would've
see?
seen that? Benches weren't in a good spot. I wonder if it was to do with those hits on the first straight.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because there were a few cheeky ones. No idea. We are speculating. They are looking for a blocking out of play call on the white blocker. Thank you, Leggy. We love you, Leggy. So this, another sort of 8 minutes. Potentially just another one just to have a little bit of a breather as well. Like we said, it is hot out there today. So these breathers are important.
There's a breeze now. I did not feel this breeze when I was on the
Neither
track.
did I. It was really hot on the track.
Was either
Those
non-existent?
fans are doing something, but I didn't feel like it when we were playing.
Did they only just turn them on?
I don't know.
Seems unlikely.
Does seem unlikely.
So the point is, you don't feel this when you're skating. It is very warm.
It is very warm.
So this is probably a lovely break for them.
It is indeed.
And the great thing, if you're watching later on, you can just fast forward this.
Sorry?
For those watching later on, this can just be fast forwarded.
Exactly. Take this time to maybe go back and do it at half speed, like some of the apex jumps that
Oh
weren't
my
actually on the
gosh.
apex, like just on the straight.
I don't
Those
know
legs.
if there is a number of times I could watch that to be able to replicate it.
There is no way because I just don't have the legs.
It's a leg thing.
It's a leg thing.
I mean, and an
Brat could do it.
extraordinary amount of talent behind the legs, but as a baseline.
Exactly.
So we get Brat to watch this and teach Brat to fly.
Yeah, there's a lot of impressive things out there on the track at the moment. There's a lot of talented skaters out there.
They're amazing.
Yeah. There's so many, like, little tools that you could put in your toolbox.
You love a good toolbox,
I
Bones.
love a good toolbox of all the tools. I sit there and I go, oh, man, they do this so well. And then try and do it, and I fail miserably sometimes, but
Feel
I
like
still give it a go.
This is like my partner wanting the really fancy Milwaukee blower that's $600. He's not getting it. It's not going in his toolbox. No matter how much he wants it.
Yeah, this is it.
That's me and jumping a straight. Doesn't matter how much I
Same.
want it.
I think it's just me jumping in general. Jesus.
It's a lot of effort.
Yeah,
It's a lot of cardio.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in the blocker
No.
toolbox.
And we were talking about it earlier, actually, and Goose was saying to me, like, I just can't jump. And I said, no, me neither. I was born without wings. So, that's just not in my forte. I'll stay on the ground, thanks.
I just don't feel like I want to. I see it that I want to.
So, this is a nice little time out.
This is normally when I'd tell y'all to go to the snack stand and buy the brownies, but that doesn't
Yeah.
seem like great advice.
No. So there's, well, it's all right if you're here, but for our peeps at home, maybe toilet break,
Toilet break, drink
snack
break,
time, drink break, hydrate.
plan your really quick drive down because you're super jealous and you want to come and join us.
Yeah, that's it. Or just fast forward, and
Oh.
so you're not listening to us dribble.
Not our finest work.
All right, we're back.
Let's face it, you're not here for us.
No. Ooh, and Carter got the front line this time. Interesting, though, because Butcher kept him up, which is not...
They weren't in the mush.
They weren't in the mush. You've got to get in that mushy goodness. Oh, and drop layer just straight through, a.k.a. Peppermint, who's been working out. Oh.
Car jammer is through, but
Yep,
Synaptic
Weapon X.
Kid chased them all the way to the front.
Oh, Tui going in for a nice big hit there. Tui played earlier on today as well for our women's card side. They had a cracking game.
Absolutely cracking
If you
game.
wanted to watch that one back again as well, that was like, it was lovely to watch.
And she's backing up.
And she's always so sweet. She's just one of those really sweet people. And then she goes out and she just does these huge hits. And you're like, oh, Tui.
You're a menace.
You're a menace. But she's an absolute sweetheart. All right, we've got Icy Kill again out on the jammer lane. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, and we have a cut.
For our car jammer Lemming.
Lemming's in the bin.
Icy Killer's got the track to
That'll be
herself.
interesting what card can do with this one. Butcher's pushing them forwards. They're going to wait for Icy to hit first. Oh. And this is the issue, because if you get ended up with that goat at the back, pack is now back. They've got the goat.
Cole doing a nice hit out on that inside. Icy back on track. Some
Butcher a bit of a direction on that one, which was actually emphasised because the other blocker actually skated backwards, so it looked a bit more traumatic than what it was.
Icy getting yielded to the back.
Synaptic kid.
Lemming doing the same thanks to Synaptic.
Big hit. Oh, Icy. Nice work. Oh, Lemming is back. Oh. And through. Icy just going to give it a good little call off.
Following the bench's instructions very closely. Zach's got to be happy with that.
All right, Cutthroat King back out on the jammer line. Snapdick and Butcher out there. They're doing very high rotation, I must say.
They are.
They are out there a lot. And being, bosses at what they're doing as well.
Bazinga back on the track.
Once again. Oh,
own
friendly
team.
fire. Ouch. Just,
Oh, you feel terrible when that's your jammer and you're in their way.
Cutthroat
It's
King did well to get out of Cole's way then. Cole had a really good attacking line towards that inside line, but Kingsley managed to, bean dip, but got bazinged.
Yeah, Bazinga just has that incredible range of movement that
And
even
so-
Cutthroat can't get under.
Yeah, and just so quick, like that 5 meter speed just from here to 5 meters away is just incredible. It's like a blink of an eye, and they're just here and then they're gone. And it's like
Maybe he can
incredible.
teleport.
Maybe
That's what we're missing.
Yeah, don't blink or play this back at half speed. One of the two. Incredible. Hard back on that back line again. BCR so good at that squash in. Oh.
Drop Blair on a power jam. Ooh, kept lead jammer without having to yield.
Yeah, I think the blocker went out as well, so
Should that still be a no pass?
no pass, no pass. Yeah. I don't know.
Either way,
Might have missed it.
they are lead. Happy Days standing and ready to come back out again. BCR defense ready.
Oh, Tui. Well done. And
Cutting drop Blair in half.
yeah, Snapdig just facing really well to make sure that they weren't recycled all the way back.
Massive hit on that outside.
Some big hits in this game. Real big hit.
I feel like my back is getting sore watching it.
Yeah. I was just thinking that as well, but then I thought, it's probably the chair.
Or it could be the game we played.
Could be that too.
It's a few things here.
Could be that as well. All the things. Could be age. I'm not going to go there. All right, so Card trying to get the front line. BCR really fighting for this front line. They're really liking the squeeze.
They are. They do
And
it very well.
They do it very well. And Kingsley breaks through, but we are in Weapon X.
Oh!
So a bit of J on J action and all smiles. That was good and fun.
You know what I'm loving about this game? The lack of other game going on at the same time and
Oh
one
my
set of
God.
whistles.
This is so true. And I don't know whether that was confusing in the last game, but having 2 tracks running at the same time and the whistle noise just echoing from one track to the other. Apologies if that was confusing for all you guys watching at home, but I'm so glad that's not happening in this game because it was so confusing on track.
Normally you can tell. Trump
Yeah,
Cup, there's a
you
lot of
normally
games,
can.
but you know the other whistle is for the other track. Today's game, you could not
yeah.
tell.
Oh! Finger out. Nice little apex jump. So Bazinga is lead because there was no pass, no penalty on drop Blair. So this will be interesting. Bazinga's so fast. Look at this speed coming
Oh
up.
my gosh.
Oh! I was like, wait waiting for it with anticipation.
And it happened. Bazinga delivered.
So many
4
talented
3
skaters
points.
out here. It's very
Wait, who did we
entertaining to
miss?
watch.
I look like all 4. We're going to have a chat about that.
So we've got Tenacious Deegs out again. So here we go. More excitement.
BCR got 3 points from that last jam, but cards points from Bazinga's
No.
jump haven't gone up.
Really? That's interesting. This is interesting.
Looks like the refs are sorting it out. So score update for those at home. It might change, but currently Brisbane City Rollers are on 110 points and Coastal Assassins Roller Derby and friends are on 26.
Oh. Here we go. Maybe I think Bazinga might be in the bin, and they are.
Amma.
And they're so quick. I didn't even know what it was that they went for. I'll have to watch it later.
I don't think anybody knows.
No.
Because I had to have a timeout to talk about it.
Yeah, but I can't wait to watch when they do come back on track. And I hope BCR are aware when they do come back on track, because that's going to be fast.
Speedy.
Oh.
We have been informed. It was a direction call on Bazinga.
There you go. So all of the officials are in having a bit of a chat about it all, though. So this is interesting.
Probably a good time to fast forward.
Yeah, good
Unless-
time.
Unless you're live. Now, then it's a good time for a drinks break.
Yes.
Snack
or a toilet
break.
break. Hydrate. All the things. Having said that, it's a Saturday, and if I was at home, I don't know if you're playing any drinking games for Derby, but maybe this is a good time to get some drinks as well. I
Exactly.
don't know, what are some of the things you could drink for? Every time Tenacious Deegs does any form of jump, you have to drink.
Anytime Cutthroat does a bean dip,
You have to drink.
we're talking about water and soft drink,
Yes,
of course.
Of course. We're not promoting.
The consumption of anything other than those items.
Maybe. I don't know. It's a Saturday.
Grey area, though.
Grey area. So Kingsley, we do have lead. BC are doing really great at getting that goat at the back and trying to create pack at the back.
They are. Bazinga is standing, waiting to be unleashed.
And I love that Zach is really being very vocal about Gemma being on, because he
You
gives the speed.
Blink and you're going to miss it.
Oh, so fast, so fast. Oh my gosh. Oh.
And it takes a special skater to get around Synaptic Kid like that.
Exactly. Synaptic's so good on their feet. And Bazinga just weaved through there so beautifully.
My gosh. It's like they're water.
Yeah, it is.
No bones. Nothing solid in there.
I thought you were just rousing on me. No bones.
Bad bones.
bad bones. No bones. Oh, dear. All right, we got Icy Kill back out on the jammer line.
Next to Lemming. For Card and Friends.
BCR really fighting for that front again. They are dominating those starts quite a bit. Oh, we got Icy going to the bin for a cut
Icy
track.
Kill.
Interesting, but this will be a quick changeover because Lemming's going for a back block, so this is going to be a full 2-minuter, so this will be interesting.
Right at the end of the first half, when
Yep.
the fatigue is getting up there.
Card rightly work their way to the front to try to protect themselves a little bit from the offense that's going to happen.
Are they going to run away? No.
No.
Staying and fighting.
They're going to try and work through this offense.
A valiant effort.
Considering you've got Grant and Butcher both out there.
And
which does
Apex.
make it difficult. Oh, nice hit out there by Action Man. And taking Icy all the way back. Whoa.
My gosh.
I see having a few issues at the back there.
Yeah, that was a fantastic hit by numero uno.
Lemming working their way through. Action Man, I was about to say, this might be a little directional from that last hit on Icy. But she's through. They are working well. Lemming just having a few issues there with Synaptic Kid, not surprisingly. They can be problematic. Oh, yes, beautiful Icy. That was great work on the inside line there.
312s and she was out.
Cole having a good tussle with Synaptic Kid.
Lemming getting recycled to the back, but they are not giving up. They're putting up a fantastic fight.
Good benching there by Zach, just calling the seconds down so that the jammers know exactly where they're at as far as points go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is half time.
That is half time, peeps. So do all the things now.
And we are back from
We're
halftime.
back, baby. All right, we've got drop Blair. Oh, beautiful inside line.
Fully Gerber.
Opened right up by Butcher.
Happy days.
Happy
Hot on their
days.
heels.
Points getting called by Zach.
Emphasis on
Whoa,
hot.
whoa. Happy days comes through. Did he get any? No.
The Silent Butcher calling for a penalty on Happy Days. Not successfully.
Not
It did look
successful.
pretty
Ah.
legal. Like hot.
Yeah, hot. But I thought it was fine. All
Did
right.
we get a point? Did anybody get a point? Oh, we have a good old-fashioned Gemma shanking
Yes.
card. 1 point on the board. Happy
All right.
Days really earned that point.
We got the tall and the short of it. Once again, oh, Snapdick Kid just so lethal with that. Oh,
Putting his body on the line.
Snapdick comes in just like so beautiful, just with their level change.
Perfect technique too.
Technique, level change, but they kind of hide themselves in the mush and then just come out and like attack.
Appear.
It's so lovely.
Because they're not the largest skater, but
Yeah.
so incredibly effective.
Oh,
Skaters
yeah.
like Synaptic give me hope for the tiny people,
For the smaller people.
for the vertically challenged.
I do love a good little like hidden. The mush is so much fun. Just the little hidden one where you can
It's your
come
happy
out
place.
of nowhere and then like go pow.
You're very good at that.
I do love a good little hidden attack. Right, we got Icy.
And Bazinga.
Bazinga! Watch these feet. Watch these feet.
If you can.
Slow it down.
I
if
hope you have
need
20-20.
to.
Oh.
Whoa!
A lot of bodies had to fall then to get Bazinga out on that outside
Oh.
line.
I was about to say, I thought that was well a cut.
A little bit naughty. So lead is available for Icy Kill, who is still on track up the front, fighting
And
Lemming.
They get through. This will be the hard part. Oh!
Oh, big hit. The Action Man.
Oh, Lemming, no. I was like, could Lemming get over? No. Good work, Icy.
She is your lead jam. No, not lead. No lead.
No
2-minute jam.
lead. Here comes Bazinga again. Icy doing well. Interesting that card was so far up the front. Really.
It did seem. There we go. There's the penalty. Oh, Bazinga.
Bazinga coming in with some heavy shoulders in there, which is great. Oh! That was well done by Scottish. Managed to just stay in themselves, which was really good.
Very impressive shoulder work there.
Bazinga looks a little deflated. Come on, Bazinga, get those fast feet going. There it is! Oh my God, so good. Those feet are incredible.
Refs considering whether or not that was a cut and decided that was clean.
So it looks like Zach's going to run.
Oh,
run them
massive
through
hit
The times.
by numero uno on Icy. And that is the jam.
There is quite a heavy workload on Butcher and Snapdick Kid. Like I said before, they're just constantly out there and doing an amazing job when very minimal penalties as well. So
That is a very good point.
yeah,
Very
like,
minimal penalties.
very minimal penalties. So they are,
Powerhouses.
yeah,
Clean
being
powerhouses.
clean powerhouses.
They pay the extra for the good cleaners.
That's it. It's like, I need to take a leaf out of that book after today's effort.
How many did you get today?
I think it was 3 or 4.
Are you kidding?
I didn't go out much either. So like for the times I was out there, it was probably not, statistically, I'm doing my own stats in my head. The times I was out there, it was not good.
All I can say to that is refrain from maths. Alrighty, we have Happy Days jamming for Card and Friends.
And Drop Blair, a.k.a. Peppermint. Oh! Oh!
Oh my gosh, an amazing hit on the outside line by Butcher, who
Oh, Drop Blair's got lead. Oh! Happy Days. Just so many shoulders then, but managed to work around all of them, which was great.
I think he got touched by every
Oh,
single blocker individually.
Exactly. There's a lot of... oh, there's some smiles there. There is a lot of contact going on out there, but lots of smiles and taps on the back. And
It's an amazing game to watch. A lot of talent.
There's
Definitely not reflected in the score, which at this
No.
point is 142 to BCR and 34 to Card and Friends. Kingsley jamming for BCR.
BCR again, just really dominating that front line. Oh,
Jammer penalty to Card against Weapon X, leaving Cutthroat King to his own devices on the track.
BCR doing really well at getting that goat.
And Card do have one in the bin, so there is a
Tui,
pack
though.
disadvantage.
Tui was like, yeah, you can goat me. That's fine. I'll hit you out and recycle you back. I'll be the great goat.
Very smart play.
Oh. Tenacious Deegs. Definitely got Cutthroat King out. Ooh.
Great pack communication there.
Exactly.
Synaptic was
Synaptic
sure.
Kid just made short work of that and said, you're good.
You just keep on your
Come back
way.
on. Oh, gosh. And a beautiful little straight, line jump in reverse to get behind Card players.
Synaptic Kid is everywhere.
Some just amazing footwork out there by so many people. Which is interesting enough, Essex and I were talking in the break on quite a few of the Card players that actually play with no toe stops.
Which is mind-boggling.
Which, just, incredible edges. I couldn't imagine being out there without toe stops, but,
I mean, I gave it a whirl, so I can imagine it. It's a sad world.
it's a sad world. You are very reliant on your toe.
I am. They're my best friends.
They are.
The three of us together. Lefty, righty.
Lefty, righty, toe stops.
But it is a testament to their edge
The
work.
is really, really good.
Butcher possibly getting the first
I
break.
see. Beautifully. Just steps around the back there, but beautifully squeezed in by the BCR tripod. Once again, just dominating that front line, really giving Card no room to budge on that start line. And then just finding that inside line. A lot of the time, they're getting a lot of it on the inside line. Seems to be their favoured sort of aspect. Oh, Tui doing a great job at the back there on Icy.
And we have had a star pass for
beautiful.
Card and Friends. Side swiper taking the star, getting out skillfully. And Icy calling the jam.
Sideswiper, she was another one that I was watching this morning who's come so far and really is developing so much now that they're no longer a junior and they're really stepping up and doing some really impressive things.
Just such amazing talent.
Oh,
Bazinga!
It's just fun to say too. It's just
Fun
like,
to say, fun to watch. But it is Drop Blair, who is your lead jammer.
Bazinga's out though.
Of course he is. Zach calling 4 points from BCR. Drop Blair is delivering just in time before Bazinga entered the rear of the pack.
duo teamwork by Butcher and Snapdick.
It's out of this world.
Every time, like Butcher just came in, took out the butt, the outside butt, and then Snapdick Kid just did a little tiny apex jump just to close off the top of the tripod. Just so pretty to watch.
It's really beautiful teamwork. The score is quite substantial, but I think the individual talent on the track is fairly evenly matched.
Yes.
It's the teamwork that BCR are putting out there.
Nice. Oh. How did Tenacious D stay up? Snapdick pretty well cut them in half, but
Oh my gosh.
sorry, I'm doing a lot of just grunting and moaning and not much talking. So we've got Kingsley going to the bin,
Ooh.
which opens things up for Tenacious Deeds. Oh, yes. Oh.
A fly, a slide, and he's through. Still good, checking his legs, they're attached.
Card doing well here, getting a goat at the back. Hopefully they can... but then you've got Snapdick Kid, just so lethal, looking for the sneaky one now. Recycles back.
Tenacious Diggs coming in cautiously.
Oh, a little leapfrog, not quite getting away with it, but I thought that might have been a little leapfrog moment.
It was a great opportunity.
It was a great opportunity.
Sometimes it's harder to see on track in the moment
Yes.
than from the vantage point of watching. I think we're seeing the downside to having incredibly long legs.
Yes. Yeah, if they're cut down, what was the old saying?
It's a long way to
Big
fall.
trees fall hard.
Well, I do think Tenacious Diggs falls quite softly. They're up again straight away,
Yes.
like they're falling on a trampoline.
This is the best part about Derby is honestly any body shape, any height. There are so many advantages to any,
There is.
shape and body size, really. There's certain people where I definitely get Derby body envy, and I'm just like, oh, what I could do if my body was like that.
Like if I was Amazonian size?
Yes.
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 Yes. And you don't realize watching your Derby idols on TV, and then you meet them in person and they're
Yes. And you're like,
Stature.
the stature is just impressive. Oh. Action Man just knocked down. Action Man is actually one of the skaters that I was talking about before with no toe stops.
yes.
Which still just blows my mind. Unfortunately now going to the bin. Icy. Oh. Finding their way through the pack.
And she is through. We have another card blocker going to the bin, so we have a full white bin.
They are just handing out those penalties just like dollar bills. Just boom, boom, boom. To the bin, to the bin.
Well called time off by IC. We've got a jammer, a pivot, and a blocker for card
All
in the bin.
Such an advantage for BCR for this next pack going out.
IC's just like, you're welcome. Drop layer.
There's nothing worse though, is there, where it's just
No.
like if it's your side and everyone's going to the bin and you kind of feel like it's the Oprah Winfrey show, you get a penalty, and you get a penalty, and one for you as well. And you're like, oh God.
And then the other jammer calls it off, and you're like,
Yeah.
I've done
and
this.
you're like, oh no.
I did this.
Oh.
There is no stopping drop layer at
there.
the best of times.
The way that they can run with so much speed and strength in those legs and then swivel their torso to really drop that shoulder down is so impressive.
Ooh.
Beautifully done.
Cole did very well there to touch drop layer at that speed. Action Man back on track. BCR formed a beautiful tripod around him.
That bean dip, so lovely to watch.
Can get low for quite a tall human.
Just attacking up the points at the moment. Poor Action Man having really a hard time with the BCR tripod out there at the moment. They are absolutely wrapping them up on the lines.
This is a 12-point jam so far for BCR.
And more coming, up to 18.
40 seconds left. Synaptic Kid yielding Cole all the way back. But he's got some legs on him too.
Absolutely. And Cole's another one, the no toe stops, but incredible edges. Their edge work is actually really impressive to watch. But then I feel like I could say that about so many people who are out on track at the moment.
It's almost like it's a prerequisite. A lot of action in the middle of the track. Looks like there's a bit of a chat going on. Captains are all in.
Yep. Sorry?
You can go in for the review, they are cordless. But you can take the mic in with you.
And we're back. Did you miss the sounds of our voices?
We are back. And sorry about that little intermission, and we didn't even tell you, but I had hot chips sitting in front of me, and
As
they're
did I.
all gone.
As am
So
I.
it's perfectly timed.
It really was. We're very
So
hungry.
it's still a power jam. We have Action Man, who is now standing in the box. Icy just trying to make their way through the pack. Side swiper had a nice little side swipe, but didn't quite get her. Oh, Action Man. Oh,
Silent Butcher hit on the inside.
Silent Butcher
Meanwhile,
doing
on the
what
other
they
side
do.
of the track, Icy Kill is your lead jammer. Coming in hot on that outside line, but a great hit by Sideswiper, followed by
once
another
again.
hit, and Icy's back on track. This is a very intense game.
It is. I think Sideswiper, Sideswiper and Icy are having a really great little tussle at the back there.
They are just having a little cuddle.
A little cuddle. Oh, I see. Just smooches a little hips around. And we have a star pass to Nomad.
Where has Nomad been?
Oh. Interesting.
No.
Sideswiper sort of looked away when Icy was coming around them, but then I also was quite interested. Thought there was a little bit of a back block in there as well.
Ooh.
Could be just me. Anyway, this is, at the end of the day, I cannot ref. I will admit all of the things.
Gosh.
Hats off to the refs, because I am really bad at it.
It's an art.
It is an art. It's an art that there's so much to look at and so much going on. Drop Blair. Just.
Also performing an art.
Yeah, speaking of art, Drop Blair. AKA Peppermint, been working out. Oh, once again. Oh,
My gosh.
so impressive.
On the inside, on the outside, back on the inside.
Happy Days is out of the pack. Once again, Butcher so quick on that.
Happy Days flying into the back of that pack, not into them.
That last second speed.
My
So
gosh.
impressive.
The call-offs have just got to be so well timed in this game because these jammers. I'm surprised we're not seeing them before we can even hear them. They're going so fast.
This is it.
Oh, it's Bazinga
Bazinga.
with Cutthroat Dick.
Oh, yes. That feet. Such fast feet. And Kingsley fighting their way through the pack. Oh, Happy Days.
Doesn't look like things are still attached, but they're fine.
Oh, Synaptic Kid. Great knockout. Whoa.
Synaptic taking Bazinga all the way to the back. Bazinga gets the last few points and then calls the jam.
Nice. That was when I saw Happy Days go down then. They're so bendy that I actually saw their ankle at a complete bend, and I held my breath for 2 seconds because I'm like,
It looks
it looked
like a contusion factor.
I was a little concerned for a second, but they got back up and
Yeah, I mean,
was
still
like
too
nothing
fresh for
happened,
you
but-
to help.
yeah, it was like, yeah, very true. I see what you did there. Oh, drop Blair. Oh, beautifully
Absorbed the
done.
full
Absorbed
impact
it.
of the hit from Weapon X
Oh,
and kept
gosh.
on going.
Tenacious Deegs, just those legs. But once again, drop Blair. So there's so much speed out on this track. It really is impressive.
Maybe I just had a revelation.
Sorry?
I just had a revelation.
Oh, right.
Maybe it's not the fans we're feeling. Maybe it's
It's the speed from the
of the incredible
Speed
skaters
from
on the track
dirty.
in front of us.
100%.
Why we're feeling quite cool and refreshed right now. Not the fans at all.
Absolutely. So you're saying in our last game all we had to do was just stand still and wait for everyone else to skate around us, and we would have felt more fresh.
I think that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Action Man again, just getting swallowed up there.
Icy
Like
kill.
stacks it. Oh, oh. Icy is off as well. This is a bit of a tussle. Numero uno just getting her out.
Impressively
Yeah.
getting her all the way to the back.
Yeah, they're going to have a little tussle at the back here. Icy staying nice and safe. Oh. Yeah.
Icy taking it like a champ.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
So talented. Just to avoid the impact of those
Oh.
hits.
and a cut called on Nomad going to the bin. So this is a power jam situation. And I've got to have a shout out there to Butcher. Fantastic goading here so that there's going to be no pack. Yeah. I was about to say someone has to have a penalty there for failure to return because they were out of pack, still actively blocking. It's like there's got to be something here somewhere. But yeah, shout out to Butcher on that one. There was a beautiful moment of just awareness, being up and giving offense, but then seeing that the jammer was actually breaking through, going straight back, blocking the hole, taking them out, getting a cut on them, and then holding a goat as well. It was just so many good things.
I'm exhausted just listening to that list
Yeah,
of
I know,
things.
yeah. There's a lot of effort in there.
I mean, it built and executed seamlessly. It didn't look like that much.
Yeah, this
But
is
that's
the
a lot of
point.
things.
But the speed at that switch of play was really nice.
Very nice.
Once again, just a lot of talent out on track.
A score update for you, ladies and gentlemen at home. BCR are at 201 points, and Coastal Assassins Roller Derby are at 45.
All
And
right.
friends.
Power Jam start and Card doing really well. Oh, Bazinga! Go Bazinga! Card doing really well just to get out of the grasp and make sure that they didn't get caught up in the BCR pack then. They got to the front. Now, can they control it and fend off the offense coming as well?
Speed control in this game will be so important because every single skater here can fly. So being able to fly and then stop together while in play, it's a whole other skill set. But these teams seem to be rising to that challenge.
So we have Nomad back on track. Supernova doing really well to give them some offense, which just led up to a nice star pass to Happy Days.
We have an official review from Card and Friends.
We've been dishing those out a fair bit too, the official reviews. They've been coming in thick and fast.
Feels like we've had a lot.
Yeah.
They must be winning.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we wouldn't have had so many.
yeah, this is it. Exactly.
Must be very convincing.
Must be.
The art of persuasion. For a masterclass, head into the middle of track on track one. This is
So
track one.
Yeah. So don't
Middle
know
of,
if we can
track
all
one.
See Rain's just having a little chill on track here, just checking out a skate.
Probably getting all the bloody tape off of
Well,
them.
this is it, exactly. So the tape has been a little bit of an issue. It has been picking up a little bit onto the skates, and I know that we all struggled with it a little bit out there today, so it just adds a whole nother
Dimension.
element. Yeah, another element to the game of fun.
And we have our better half of the announcer team in the middle, getting the gossip, so we will bring that back to you.
Yes. Finding out all the things. That'd be the lovely America. Or in the game earlier, Americano.
Americano.
I said to her earlier, I said, I think that's going to stick. Americano.
We can make it a thing.
Well,
We'll
I've
spread it
already
out
made
now.
it a thing. I already told her to. She's coming over here now. Americano, what's happening?
I mean, I think like they were questioning a cut track penalty, but they lost the official review. So
Aha.
we're just gonna let it ride.
We're just going to let it ride out.
I hope you heard that lovely rendition,
All right.
because our accents aren't that exotic or exciting.
Aw, there's some jammer love out there. Love it. A little bit of a hug on the jammer line.
Bless.
Nice to see where it's intense, but everyone's still happy friends. Oh, drop Blair. Just those shoulders are just so good.
Drop
Snap
Blair,
the
dropping
kid.
bodies.
Nice little, I tell you what, there's some really good little offense coming in there from side swiper. Oh, and Tui. Ah. Oh, that edge work, beautiful.
Four points to drop Blair. Can he make it 8 before the card jammer
Weapon
arrives?
X's. Oh, Cole just takes drop Blair out at the last second.
It's another 3 points to BCR. 7-point jam, taking the total score to 212 to BCR, 245 for Card and Friends. Next up to the jam line is Icy Kill for BCR. And Action Man for Card and Friends.
Oh, it's a tight little start line. Lots of mushy goodness in there.
That
Icy
was
just getting very caught up in all the mush. Oh, Action Man tussling. Oh, and Butcher having a real big tussle with Action Man. Finding the edge now, but Butcher just came in like a silent assassin and took them
Oh,
out.
another hit on the outside by Scottish.
Oh,
Happy Days took care of
Days.
that.
Good job.
So much
Stopping that
action.
face from happening, but I thought that too. I was like, I think as much as Happy Days took out the blocker that bladed the impact, but I think there was another sneaky little one that was, oh, Icy, just got smashed. I think there was another sneaky one that was maybe just a foot behind where the jammer came back in. It was more than enough.
Happy Days.
Happy Days, a little excited. Go Icy, lovely work.
All right, both jammers have returned to track.
Once again, very interesting that Card are staying so far up.
I see not having to push very far to get them out of play.
Butcher was watching it too. You could see that they were sort of going, are they going to come back? They're not coming back. They're going to stay quite high up in front.
Oh, beautiful
those
work by
legs.
Butcher, getting Icy through without being touched.
Happy Days. Just a real tussle at the end there.
Zach calling to his blockers to be
Just
safe
be safe.
with his
Be
hands
calm,
in the
be
air.
safe.
And all of the blockers stop what they're doing and
Yep.
put their hands in the
Literally
air.
just went, okay, we're not doing anything.
Dad is angry at us.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll show that we're listening now.
And it is one of those things. It's far better to start the next jam with a full blocker lineup than not, and especially when you already have that advantage.
Exactly.
Once again, BCR really dominating that front line, really squeezing them up. Bazinga jumping around. Oh, but Kingsley's out to get lead. Butcher making it really hard on Bazinga.
Oh, Synaptic Kid weighing in
Synaptic.
there as well. It is just relentless out there.
Just so relentless.
Kingsley playing it smart and safe on that outside line, but not too
Absolutely.
close. With all those
Oh.
long-legged beasts out there to attack him.
Definitely. Stacks it. Literally got a little bit of the namesake then. There was a little bit of friendly fire and Stacks it. Unfortunately, Stacks it. Oh, nice footwork at the end there by Kingsley. Just stepping around Supernova on their little tippy toes.
Very
Good job.
impressive. All right, we have a clean penalty box. So no pack advantages either side. Drop a Blair up to Jam or Peppermint working out.
I think that's going to be one of those sticking things too.
I think
Peppermint
so.
working out. Oh, drop Blair. Just that lateral movement's beautiful. Oh, tussle at the top there by Weapon X and Snaptic Kid. Oh, just that edge work's beautiful. Happy days though. Got a real nice hit on drop Blair, and they're so lovely. That's so sweet. High fives all around for a good hit out. Happy days, just beautiful. Whoa!
Guess who's commentating
Johnny in the
live?
house.
It's Johnny Smash. He has a booming voice.
booming voice.
Very recognizable. Famous among the
Very
roller derby
recognizable-
circles.
Yeah, 100%. It's a voice we all know and love.
It's like a hug.
It is.
We're being hugged right now.
We are. So we got Snaptic in the bin. And I haven't seen that much.
I think that might even be the first time.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with the penalties, but I haven't seen them in there much at all. So pretty. Oh. So I think, yeah, Happy Days, beautiful. Happy Days out for lead. Such fast feet. So much amazing footwork on display in this game. Oh my God!
Wow.
So impressive. Happy Days, just to get your body
Leg
weight
envy.
over. Yeah, leg envy, right? Oh, and the speed as well. Oh.
Oh! Okay, that was just talent envy.
So, yeah, that was very impressive. To keep your body weight in the
Yeah.
right area. Oh, hello. Stacks it nearly living up to the name again. Just coming back on. Oh. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's commenting on Stacks. Oh, dear. So we are winding down now. There's only literally not much time on the clock. 8 seconds. Oh, drop
Another
through. Oh,
collision with the referee in the middle.
this has been a very enjoyable game to watch. And even though the score is a significant gap, it's actually been an amazing display of talent from both sides.
It really has. I think it's a much larger testament to the teamwork of BCR
Yes.
than a skills gap because both teams are
Absolutely.
full of incredible
the teamwork
talent.
and the communication has been amazing. Well done. Well, it's been a pleasure, SX.
As always, Bones,
As always, buddy.
your final score 235 to BCR, the Brisbane City Rollers, 253 to the Coastal Assassin Roller Derby and friends. We've had a blast.
We have,
Thanks for having us.
indeed. And enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of the games. Ciao now.
Bye-bye.
Test, in.
Welcome to the stream, my loves. It is your boy, Rebby T. I am here with the Canberra Roller Derby and Varsity Derby Leagues. It'll be a game to be had. Thank you for joining me on this stream. I have no face cam today, and that's all good. That's A-OK. I did get a sweet voice bite before of some scat music, so get ready to have some excellent tunes while we are in official reviews, etc. I am just going to do a quick roster check. We're going to start with Canberra Roller Derby League. We have the Vice City Rollers on today. We've got 1-6 Grim Wraith. We've got 1-6-1-8 Brazen Ivy. We've got 196, Rosetta Bloodstone. 2063, Fast and Furiosa. Number 22, Pink Mist. Number 250, Berries Alive. Number 267, Gerald. Excuse me. Good at pronouncing today. 333, Lemmy Adam. Number 359, Make You Squeal. Number 667, Lemony Snakebite. Number 69, Jacqueline Hyde. Number 7320, Killer Tits. Number 814, Hurty Gurty. Number 9, Beethoven, with bench crew Bobby Smack. For Varsity Derby League, just Varsity, I have 06 Joe Dirt, 102 Regulator, 141 Weasel Knievel, excuse me, 23 J Peps. I have Luna Shovegood, 24. Number 251 is Sax Bomb, 2607 Mamester Kill. Number 27 Sammy Automatic, excuse me. We are getting ready for Derby. I'll just finish off this roster. Number 31 Pie. Number 314 Whole Latte Trouble. 405 Kabladamy Jane. 42 Bloxy. 666 Body Bag Betty. Number 9 Irish Upon a Star. Number 99 Goosebumps with bench crew Copter. Quetzal Collateral and Captain Smack. Harkness. Doing very well with the pronunciations today, my apologies. And we are live on the action. Let me catch up. We have some excellent... Oh, we have lead to Canberra. No, excuse me, lead to Varsity and some quick call-off there. We are looking at less than 30 seconds already in, 2 points scored and called off very quickly. First blood drawn by Varsity there. Very nice work. We have some quick shuffling around, and it looks like one in the box for Canberra at this stage. Good to get one out of the way and make a start on the derby there. And we have a line-up. Let me double check there. We've got Berries Alive and Irish Upon a Star jamming for this jam today. Really locked up in the centre of the track. It looks like we've got 2 tripods and 1 O. So a bit of a pack advantage there to Varsity at this stage. And taking advantage of that lighter pack is Irish Upon a Star. Thank you for bearing with me. You've got little old me today just by myself, so I will be taking some time and just name checking, number checking. Lovely hit up front here. We've got a couple of stops up front by Canberra. Able to knock Irish Upon a Star down to their knees and have a call-off, but before collecting 3 points. Just a bit of a score check here. We've got Varsity with 5 and Canberra 0. Varsity, I believe, are they also based in Canberra? I could be getting that very wrong. I might need to double check my info there, but that was from my brain, so here we are. On the jammer lineup, we have Joe Dirt and Grim Wraith. Grim Wraith making their way up front and picking up lead, getting caught up almost by Pie Curious. Pie, excuse me. Coming around for a scoring pass, we have Grim Wraith. It looks like Joe Dirt has been recycled back and is still on their initial at this stage. Grim Wraith through for 4 points in the air. We've got 1 or 2 people headed to the box, and it looks like that is Rosetta Bloodstone. And bit of a jump there. Oh, and I completely missed that star pass. Too busy reading, too busy eyes down. I do have a screen in front of me, but I also have the gameplay in front of me, so I can't really take my eyes off anything at the moment. Can't blink, otherwise I'll miss it. Lining up on this next jam line, it looks like we have... Can't see the... Oh yes, we do have 2 jammers, so no power jam start, which is great. Bit of shuffling on the start line. Pretty locked up. It looks like there is a pack advantage to Varsity, and Varsity Jammer is able to make it straight out. It looks like that is behind. Shortly behind, we have Beethoven. we're looking at maybe 20 feet. Quick points and call, hearing points on the bench getting yelled, and nice high fives. It's nice to see this sort of camaraderie and friendship. Magic, I see. Quick score check here. We've got Varsity on 12 and Canberra on 6. Early days, 5-second call, bit of shuffling. It looks like we're pretty locked up on the jammer line. As you can see, a lot of the jammers dictate where a lot of the blockers go. And a quick step up that inside line, we have Joe Dirt. Not too far behind and getting out quite successfully. We have Berries Alive. I'm curious about the strategy that the teams are employing today. It looks like they are doing a quick call-off if the other jammer is out. Quite a common strategy, but sometimes can be hard to nail for some teams. It can be just a timing thing. Sometimes some leagues have a bit of success always getting lead. Sometimes when the other team is lead, you at least have the opportunity to really push behind that next jammer and try and force the call off. And it seems like that's what's happening at the moment. Both jammers are getting out with really great success. Back to the action here. We've got Pie out and lead for Varsity. We've got Grim Wraith stepping through the middle of that pack, making it look extremely easy as always, these jammers. Coming around after their initial pass, and we've got a call off. I can say it is a little bit difficult to hear the call off in-house just because we've got a little bit of whistle bleed. If you have the opportunity, keep your eyes on some of the refs and we will see when that jam is called off. If you are unable to hear that call off happening. We also have an official review. I know you can see an official standing close to that pivot line. It looks like there's a bit of track maintenance. Someone in some lovely yellow clothing is bending down and making that track a bit neater for us. Thank you so much. Our volunteers are killing it this weekend. It's been incredibly smoothly run. I cannot stress enough how much I love a derby tournament. And Tropicarnage, this is my first Tropicarnage, and I gotta say, I'll be back. Love this. So at the moment, it looks like it's signalling an official timeout, and that is signaled by the official making sort of like tapping their shoulders gesture. And this is, as explained just before, just for track maintenance. So we try and stop gameplay just to make sure that we don't get rope caught up in our skates and that sort of thing. And just trying to keep everyone safe. And it looks like we've got our rolling whistle. We're back to the action on track. Jamming for Canberra, we have Beethoven. And jamming for Varsity, we have Joe Dirt. It looks like Beethoven is out and lead jammer, able to make quick work of that. You know, we're looking at less than 10 seconds. That's ideal. Joe Dirt was able to take the star off and make their way through, making sure that they were out on their initial. Although they're not lead, they're absolutely putting pressure on ensuring that call-off happens. Quick score check. We are Canberra Roller Derby League on 10 and Varsity Derby League on 13. Very evenly matched teams. We have a couple of Canberra skaters in the box at the moment, which is why there's a bit of a pack advantage to Varsity on track. Just a reminder, actually I might not have even said it, Varsity is in the black and Canberra Roller Derby is in the green. Pie getting knocked out up front and being recycled, but they were able to pick up lead, and that means that they were able to call that jam off because Varsity got out. Canberra got out and were making quick work of that lap around, going to come up on their scoring pass. And yeah, the opportunity for leaders to call it off and prevent those points from happening. And it also burned a bit of time off, so a couple of people have come out of the penalty box. We've got a bit more of opportunity for this jam on track because, thank you, Jen. We've got a bit more opportunity on track because we've got extra blockers on track for this jam. So we've still got a bit of a pack advantage to Varsity. Can Varsity? Yes, they can. Make it throughout and lead. Joe Dirt is out for lead jammer. Grim Wraith is jamming for Canberra. And very close behind. I see hands in the air getting ready for a call, but no call happening at the moment. There's a no pack call. The skaters need to maintain a distance of within 10 feet of each other and just to maintain that pack. When there's a no pack call, the jammers are able to skate through and not be blocked. There was a bit of a knockout to Joe Dirt on that outside line. Quick recycle and making their way up front to get some points, and they're out for their scoring pass. We've got Grim Wraith having a mild struggle in the back, but still able to get past hips and get some points. So it is kind of evensies for points at the moment. Looks like we've got 8 and 8. They are running this jam, and we've got a full pack on the track. It's an even lineup. And that's honestly what I love to see. I love to see both teams full on the track at one time. It just makes for interesting derby. It means that the players are able to sort of implement their strategies and work out their game. The teams can feel each other out and essentially work out what strategies are working, what strategies are not working. And it also gives the bench an opportunity to see what the other team is doing. Love an empty penalty box. We are back on track. It looks like we have Varsity. Pi will be jamming for Varsity. And Beethoven straight through for Canberra, making it through on that middle line, quite strong and able to break through that pack. Pi's still a little bit caught up by the looks of it at the moment. I'm having a bit of trouble seeing. But Pi does have the cap off, which means that Pi will have the opportunity to pass it to a pivot if possible. The pivot is identified by a stripe on their helmet cover. Pi is able to make it through by stashing that star and ensuring that it's on for this next pass. And we've had a call off. So Pi using some really good strategy there, taking off that star helmet cover and stashing it just to try and get through the pack. Once they were out of the pack, Pi was able to have a quick lap, pop that star back on and try and score points, and that forced the call off by Canberra, which is ideal. That's exactly what you want to do. Really strong strategies that are being employed by both teams today. For this jam, we have Joe Dirt and Berries Alive. So Joe Dirt we have jamming for Varsity, and Berries Alive for Canberra Roller Derby. Joe Dirt out and lead up front. Berries Alive a little bit stuck, but able to toe stop on that inside line, just on turn 1. We're about a half track difference between jammers. Some really lovely footwork by Joe Dirt on that outside line, making it look extremely easy and picking up 4 points. Also on the outside line, Berries Alive. Still no call off at the moment. There's some signalling from the bench just observing and seeing. Okay, no. We are a bit locked up. I think there's not a lot of communication happening at the moment because everyone is locked up. Yes, bench is a bit quiet on both teams at the moment, but I think the teams are just doing their thing and they're both playing their game, which is why it's so tight, I think. We seem to be putting up 8-8 jams, 4-4 jams. Very, very even. We're still just a 2-point differential in this game, and I think that shows the tenacity of both teams. Really evenly matched.
Okay, so, hi, welcome. If this is working, which we don't know if it is yet, I'm Saxon. I will probably introduce myself like I'm staring at the full camera person. Can't see that.
We're back to
Yeah, I'm here on my lonesome.
12 by the looks of it in the first period.
So
We've got
I
Pi,
am speaking into the ether. Unfortunately, I
a
cannot see
pretty common matchup, which is good. Pi and Grim.
Track
I guess quite similar jamming styles, quite similar statures as well.
I'll reintroduce it again.
And it looks
if,
like Pi's a little bit
and
caught up
later,
on
just in
turn one,
case
is
the stream
able to
is
be
not
knocked out
working.
on the outside
So
line
we
and
do have
recycled a bit.
scratches
Pi has taken the
against
cover
regional
off and
alliance
is
derby at the
making
moment. We have our two
having a
jammers
bit of trouble
lining
getting
up
through
from
that
two,
tripod up the
7.
front. Meanwhile, Grim Wraith is lead and scoring
Through
points as we speak. We've had a multiplayer block
So Rogue
call
has got a
against
lead
Varsity, and Grim Wraith has
for
one less person
Scopes
to
here.
deal with on the
Round
track,
Gemma is
and
going
is taking
around
advantage of having only 3
a little bit
blockers
behind.
to
Not
get
too
through.
far. Nice little recycle there.
As you can see on stream, we are pretty locked up. We've got an
So
O
right now, our
up
score
front,
is
able to
61
try
for
and
East
help
Coast
out
roller derby. Actually just
Grim,
went up
but
to
Grim was knocked to the
So
outside,
63, they picked up
and
2
they are
points
getting
on that
recycled
last
to the
jam
back.
to
Um,
Team Rad, who has 2-6.
And we have a
So
jump on
we
the
are
inside line,
about
scoring
15
4
minutes
points.
into
Pi
this
is still
first half.
skating on the middle of the track,
Oh,
making
there's about 40 points between them.
making a way up front. The tripods have kind of swapped positions, so we've now got Varsity at the back and Canberra up the front, and we also have a call off. Some pretty tiring defense. It really shows when a skater takes a bit of time to get up how tiring the defense is for a jammer. Really strong defense on both of these teams, and you can see the O coming in and out, trying to be effective and trying to do their best to really break up that tripod, keep people in play. Like I think sometimes the person that often is the float, which is just the person that's not in the tripod, has to do so much strategy mentally to try and keep people in play, to understand when the best position, the best time is to do defense or offense. It can be a real interesting time to be that person that we would call a float, being a fourth blocker outside of that tripod. But they play quite similarly at the moment. It's I'm seeing a lot of tripods on both teams and a float or an O, and they seem to be really employing similar strategies in their jamming styles as well. If the jammer does not get lead, they're taking off the jammer helmets. We've got some cheers for Canberra, cheers for Varsity. And we've got a rolling whistle bringing us back. So that was just a bit of a team timeout. I think people are just needing a bit of a breather. That was a 6-point advantage to Canberra. So Varsity. I might just stick with CRDL and VDL so that we have some understanding of what the heck I'm saying. We are back to the action. We have... Who can I see? Pi for VDL and Beethoven for CRDL. CRDL are out and lead. Nice one, Beethoven. Making their way all the way around the track and making it just... making their way through the points, through the blockers to score their points. It looks like I had to look down and check some info. Pi looks a bit caught up still. Helmet cover is off, but the pivot is still in a defensive position, and Beethoven just stepping on that apex and being basically untouched for 4 points in the air. We're increasing the points on the Canberra side at the moment and increasing that lead. It looks like Pi still has the helmet cover in hand. That defense from CRDL at the back is intense. Pi is able to make it through, helmet cover in hand. Meanwhile, Beethoven, another 4 points. We have a 12-point jam for Beethoven and a lovely jump. Knocked to the inside, able to recover, reset, go straight back, and a lovely, lovely leap by Pi. Able to at least pop. Yes, four in the air. So we have a 14-point jam for CRDL and a 4-point jam for Varsity VDL. That shows the tenacity that you need in order to be a jammer. Like, I cannot stress enough the how strong the defense is today. It's an absolute pleasure to watch live. In the jamming helmet covers at the moment, we have Berries Alive for Canberra Roller Derby and Joe Dirt, who has just come out for lead for Varsity. Joe Dirt is making their way downtown, walking fast, skating past, and picking up some points. We are fully locked up at the moment. Jammers are having a bit of a rough time with that defense. I tried to see, I saw a bit of a whip, but it doesn't look like that was successful. And we have had the helmet cover taken off. Ooh, bit of a foot tie up in front of me. It does not look like penalties are being initiated. I think it was Evensy's initiation. And by the looks of it, we have a quick deliberation, just having a chat. The refs are just having a quick chat, working it out. 3 points in the air for, goodness me, VDL. Here we are. Maybe I need to take a breath. Okay. So we have a very quick team timeout being taken.
Hopefully they can.
Who is the official pointing to? It looks like they are pointing to Canberra Roller Derby. We can see that team timeouts are signalled by the official on the pivot line. We can't see that on stream at the moment. Usually you will see an official standing on the pivot line doing some hand gestures. In this instance, it will be a letter T signalled by the hands and pointing to the team that's taking the timeout. You can see the scores there. We are tight as. It is 54 to Canberra Roller Derby League and 39 to Varsity Derby League. Genuinely anyone's game. We've still got 13 minutes. And look, if you're in the area, come down. We've got some excellent stalls here. We've got some excellent derby happening, and you can come and say hi to little old your boy, me. We are back to the action. Who do we have jamming? We can see Pi is jamming for VDL, and we also have Grim Wraith, and making very quick work of lead jammer is Pi. Very close behind is Grim, putting the pressure on, and the teams are a bit locked up, getting ready to either be in O or D position. Pi trying to jump the apex on turn 1, not quite successful, and 0 points put up in the air by the refs. Fantastic position to do a jump. That's exactly where you want to do a jump on any apex, and especially right in front of the camera. That's where you want it. We have the next lineup out there. I know I've been talking a lot about my jammers, my friends, but I'm seeing some fantastic blocking here today. I am overwhelmed, I gotta say. It's it's a time. I think a lot of people at the moment are sort of focusing on D, which is kind of what you need to do. Joe Dirt out through the centre, able to push forward and get lead jammer. A really strong defense up front, absolutely putting the brakes on. I see a couple of numbers, some really good, some really good legal blocking happening. I see lots of hands being dropped, so no multiplayers are initiated. And everyone is incredibly polite on track as well. Grim around the outside on turn 2, able to make 4 points and call it off shortly before Joe Dirt makes a scoring pass. There was some excellent blocking work by, was it Geralt? Oh, my eyes deceived me. Excuse me, it was Make You Squeal. That was from Canberra. I saw them being quite an excellent brace. I think they were caught up before in a bit of a tumble, and they are still skating, so that's great to see. Really great to see. Oh, we're having a doof break. Love me some doof music. Also, maybe I should talk over it because I don't know if we have copyright. We don't have copyright. I'm not sure if we have copyright. We have an official timeout. This is signalled by the official on the pivot line. We are thumbs to shoulders. It looks like on stream we can see there's some track maintenance. It seems to be in a very similar area, so that's quite good that we're all over it. Thank you, refs. Thank you, officials. Love your work.
And returning from the number
Our
7.
tournament head officials for this match are Denominator, the head ref, and our head non-skating official is Ruby Soho. Thank you so much for your work. Absolutely love it. We can't do that without our volunteers. We are getting ready to set up, and we have Pi skating for Varsity, very quick on the outside line, getting lead and getting out. We have Berries Alive, recycled back a little bit by VDL. We have gone backwards a little bit. So we've started on the jammer line, been recycled back, and Berries Alive is able to get out of that pack, not lead jammer. Pi is not too far behind, waiting for the direction for call off, and the, oh goodness, and the bench gives it.
So also should give them an opportunity.
Okay. There was a little bit of a miscommunication there, I think. There was signal to call off the jam. The jam didn't quite get called off. There might have been some whistle bleed, and there was a bit of confusion there, but it looks like I think Cocktail is having a quick chat to the refs just to double check what has happened, and everyone's heading back to the bench. Excuse me, it looks like we have an official timeout. Official timeout. This could just be like, if I'm honest, I do not have the communication to understand what's going on in the track, just because I'm here by myself, which is all good. But I will give you updates if I hear updates, and I will do my best. Alright, we have had a whistle back. We are back to it. We've got Joe Dirt and Grim Wraith really locked up out the back there, and we are even on track. Joe Dirt able to make lead and out front. Grim Wraith able to get through on their initial. I'm hearing points from Copter on the bench and a call. So Joe Dirt able to get 4 points, take advantage of only having 3 blockers to worry about on the track. But it was evensies on that one. 3 blockers each, 1 jammer each. Still got 2 in the box standing at the moment. And quick score check, we've got Canberra Roller Derby League 63 and Varsity Derby League 47. That last jam, Varsity was 4-0 advantage to Varsity. Still very, very evenly matched. Low scoring game because it's so tight. The defense is incredible. I cannot get enough of the defense. It's making me real happy, as you can tell by my voice. We have Pi jamming for Varsity. It looks like we have an empty penalty box, but Beethoven making it look very easy, getting through the pack backwards and getting out for lead jammer. You can see that by, you can tell who's lead jammer by the ref pointing at them. If they are waving their hands in a no motion, they are not lead. If they are being pointed at, they are lead. This gives them the opportunity to call it off. On the outside line, Beethoven is able to step around and make their way through. And a quick call off.
We have
just
Trooper and Felony. Felony out again.
For their team and ensure that Varsity does not score any points for that one. So I believe that was
a multiplayer box sending someone to the bin. East Coast Jammer. Pivot. Rab was 1 down. Felony putting on the pressure of Trooper here to score some points. However,
good number.
My shock was that was a very beautiful jump. I don't know if they picked up any points from it. 2 for East Coast.
So we have
the officials seem to be deliberating on
points.
How many points they're going to give
Rad. It looks like
there's still yet to be any
timeout.
Any hand up. No points.
Just one
a hard effort though for Felony there.
Ensuring that Varsity has the advantage on track. So
unfortunately they don't give points for effort in roller derby.
For Canberra and a 4 blocker.
You know, the rules are always changing.
Excuse me.
Rad doing very well there, picking up lead with their jammer number.
I don't see
4-2 Malice.
Might be some score checks. I see. So there was a bit of a scoreboard thing. So it was no longer 4-4. It is 4-0. to
Brad
Canberra.
seems to be
That's
having
what I
these beautiful
thought,
moments
but I'm
where they
glad
are
that I'm backed up by the scoreboard
and
instead of just,
where they are
you know,
being successful and
thinking I know
gaining lead.
everything. Because
This will be a couple
don't.
of points for
There, I've said
Rad.
it. It's
I
live
can't
on
see
the
how many it
internet.
is
I
yet.
don't know everything.
3 points and only 40 seconds left on
Hunky-dory.
the clock means that this will
We've got some
likely
lovely
be the
fans,
last
as you
jam
can see
of
on
this
stream.
half.
Thank you, bench crews. I have seen a fair bit of it over the weekend, fanning off
I
jammers,
am-
fanning off blockers. The skaters really need it. It's quite nice in here, but once you get skating, it can get very sweaty. We've had to pop some gear outside to let it dry. We've got some really nice giant fans on the roof just to get some airflow. And yeah, this is a really, really nice venue. It's really cool to see it in person. And I also very much like the pink tape. The pink tape is giving me life. It's very easy to see from my vantage point and also on stream. It's wonderful. Our rolling whistle brings us back. Quick timeout just to get the scoreboard sorted, I think. So we've had a bit of a different, we've had amended points there. A bit of a shuffle on the line.
Sorry.
And we've had another call off just quickly. I believe it's another official timeout. I see some people going back over to the
It should be.
near the scoreboard just to have some deliberation. There might just be some paperwork
And
issues
28 seconds on the half.
that are getting updated. Our
I love how we're gonna get
non-skating and skating officials here are pretty onto it.
Talking,
It's
I'm-
great to see.
Yep. So we still have we have a little bit of a, I believe this is an official timeout to fix the track up. The officials can call that at any time. Oh, it's actually an official
Wonderful. So,
review. I was
I'm seeing some
or
excellent,
by White, and I will
work.
find out
excellent derby work here.
what's on. Are they still?
Lots of fans
I'll just keep
still.
talking as well while I'm doing this. Hi, welcome.
And we've got some scouting from our in-house announcers. We've got
I'm
Johnny
gonna
and Curls
find out maybe
announcing
what that was
in-house,
about
and they're
and
doing a
keep talking
fantastic
about it.
job. We love them.
Yeah,
I hope that we can
I don't
get
know if
some
anyone's
camera on
hearing
them
this,
at
but
some stage. We've
having a
got
great time talking to myself.
smiles and happiness.
Thank you, thank you. I'm talking to the camera person. I've gotten lonely. We're sitting here on our lone sim. No one's hanging out
Shout
with
out
us.
from the
So
live
this will be the last jam
announcers.
for the
Thank you.
period.
Very nice to hear.
The Tricord official review.
I just
Maybe to
gave
have
you
a
shout
break.
out.
Because sometimes we can do that.
Very nice. Love it. Love the work. So taking a bit of time on this official timeout.
They were looking for a
Might
cut
have
track
a
penalty on
stand
the black
and go
jammer.
for a
It was
wander.
unsuccessful,
What's the range on
which
these
means that they
babies?
lost it for this half. But there's
I can
7
have a
seconds
wander.
left on this
I like
clock,
it.
so a good time
Alright.
to call one.
Just having a look-see. I do also want to keep
So,
an eye on
Hell's
what you
Angel
can
is
see
out
on the
with
stream,
lead
just
here.
so that I'm actually commentating the correct info and
Unfortunately, the Rad jammer there is heading
ensuring
in.
I get everything
I
right.
believe that was for a cut
Stomping
track or
through
possible forearms.
on the outside
to the
line,
sin
we
bin.
have
Leaving
Berries
East Coast,
alive, getting
this
lead quite
jam to
comfortably.
do what they
Pie
like.
a little bit
Have
caught up,
lead.
but Pie able to
They call it off and head into a
Oh,
break.
goodness me,
They
there
might
was a bit
just
of a hit
and
there,
they are going
knocking
to do that. And so this is
24
intermission.
down.
We shall be
That
back
is
in
Luna
10
Shovegood.
minutes.
Luna Shovegood back up and comfy and back into defense, but Berry's alive, stomping on that inside line and getting 4 points untouched. Such good footwork. In the meantime, we have Pie through, about to make a scoring pass. They had... Oh, I have the wrong info on stream. That was Joe Dirt. My apologies. Joe Dirt making it through. I think Joe took off their helmet cover and had it in hand and was able to get through on their initial pass, but did not get any points on that one from my understanding. I can see the score reflecting on stream that we had an 8 to Canberra. We are back to the action. We have, by the looks of it, Pie and Grim Wraith. Pie with a spin on the outside, lead jammer. We've had the cap taken off Grim and stepping through on the inside line. Getting a bit of a touch up from the blockers, making it quite difficult. We have Pack being stretched out a bit, but not enough for Pie to be out of play, so that's great. Everyone's in play and in bounds. We've got a lot of action right here. Stepping through on that inside line is Grim, able to pick up 4 points, and it's been called off. That looks like it was a 4-3 jam on that one. Quite an even match jam. We have an empty penalty box, and that's what I like to see, I gotta say. I've noticed that we have pivots very available to be taking the passes, but a lot of these jammers have not been passing the star. I don't know if that's a strategy that's being implemented for any particular reason, but the jammers look very capable, as you can see. Demonstrated there by Beethoven on the inside line, able to get through untouched, shortly followed by Joe. Oh, excuse me. You know what I was just saying about not passing the star? There's been a star pass right in front of me. It looks like that has gone to, let me find a number, Varsity 102. We have Regulator, very nice star pass there. It goes onto the pivot helmet cover, and I'm not sure if Regulator was able to put up points, but they were able to force the call off, and that right there is the strategy we've been discussing, you know, you and I on stream. It's, you know, bit of one-way communication, I'm sorry, but I would love to hear from you. Feel free to get amongst it, throw some comments in. I do not have eyes on comments at the moment, but I think we have moderators, etc. on chat. Feel free. Leave some lovely comments, leave some love for these teams in the chat. Get amongst social media, etc. All right, we've got a rolling whistle back. Bit of a point advantage to Canberra Roller Derby at the moment. Canberra Roller Derby is on 83 and Varsity is on 46. Really locked up pack on the jammer line. It looks like Pi is just held up by this tripod up front. Such a strong tripod from Canberra. A little bit of a penalty going to Jacqueline Hyde, and in the meantime we've had a call off by, oh goodness me, my brain. Call off by Canberra. So Canberra were able to pop up 2 points on that one by the looks of it. Bit of a forced call off, I think. I was checking a name. Oh, we have an official review being called by Copter as a timeout. Good strategy. We have 4 minutes left in this period, and this is a good opportunity for a team to just use their official review as a timeout. Essentially, teams get 3 timeouts per game. They get an official review per period, 2 periods in a game, and teams have the opportunity to use that official review as a timeout if they do not have anything to review. We have some lovely camera action, some fan action, just ensuring that the team is regulated. It's very nice. And it is with Regulator on that team, so that's really cute. Maybe it's an homage. Bless. I don't know if we have copyright laws. Maybe I should not sing it. Let's go back. An official timeout has been done, but I can still see a little bit of track maintenance. Are we done in time? Do we need to? Yeah, no, we're okay. We're okay. Lineups are happening. The pivot regulator is back on track. It's nice to see that star passes are happening, but I also love a stash, love a star stash, and that's we're having every single thing happen in this game at the moment. It's just magical. On the track, for our jamming lineup, we have Joe Dirt from Varsity and Grim Wraith for Canberra. Canberra in the green, Varsity in the black. A really locked up pack up the front, a tripod. Canberra are really good at that grind. They are just able to lock down the Varsity jammer and keep it as slow as possible. We have a no pack call, but no penalties by the looks of it. Right as I say it, so good at this. We have a penalty going to a Canberra skater. That is Make you squeal. I think it was an out of play, possibly. I could be very wrong about that. Completely locked up on this turn 1. Both jammers are still able to be out and scoring points. Up front, we have a jammer stashed helmet cover that is Grim Wraith. And yeah, the star has not been passed. They're making it really difficult up front is Regulator. Just making jammers fight for that very last point is a bit of a killer sometimes. It's nice to see the strength that's happening on track. Joe Dirt coming through, calling it off, and getting 4 points. Canberra, I don't think scored any in that one. I missed the hands in the air, but the score on stream tells me it's a 0-4 jam. It looks like we've only got a 35-point differential. Very much still anyone's game. I know I love to say that, but I cannot reiterate what a power jam does in in a game like this. And I haven't actually seen a lot of jammer penalties in this game. This is quite incredible. Do I have that information handy? I don't think I do. That is A-okay. I might get back to you about that one. I might dob on people and get on the stream and say, "Lee, this jammer got the most penalties." But I digress. We are back. We have Pyre jamming for Varsity and Beethoven for Canberra. We had a spin on the inside from Pye. Still getting locked up by Canberra. Stepping through on the inside and able to get lead is Pye. Grim. Sorry, Beethoven taking that cap off. Getting locked up front. And just a quick swing and miss. Quick swing and miss by, I think that was, let me check a number. I think it was, oh no, I cannot see. Maims to kill. I could be very wrong, but I think that's what the number was. It looked like a very closed outside line. It was a bit of a no deal on turn 2 on the outside. Nice work, kills. I mean, Maims. Maims even. We did have a called off jam due to potential injury. It looks like everyone is up. I'm not seeing anyone lying on the track. That's wonderful to see. I think it was just a quick hurty. Quick hurty and uppy, and we're back to it. So that's good to see. Love to not see injury. Magic. We've had a rolling whistle. It doesn't look like anyone scored in that last jam. I think it was called off before anyone was able to score points. A-okay, we're back. And we have a full lineup on track, making it extremely difficult for both jammers. Some really strong defense on the inside line, but Berry's able to step on that inside line, getting knocked down, but not getting knocked out, and picking up lead for that, for this jam. Really, really strong tripod on this up front. Joe Dirt is having a bit of trouble getting through, but is able to make them move forward. All these blockers, they are not stopping Joe. Such a strong skater, and some really excellent work by Killer Tits there, ensuring that it just is a little bit more difficult each time that someone gets through. We've got a power jam scenario to Varsity, so Joe Dirt is able to get through without having to worry about the other jammer. This is a good opportunity to see what the teams do strategy-wise. That's the word I'm looking for. So you can see Joe is making their way around the track, around the outside, and Canberra are setting up front. A nice counter block there by Fury. Joe Dirt moving to the inside, getting locked up by that Canberra tripod, which is a common theme. That Canberra defense is strong. we have Berries Alive back on track, so the penalty has been killed, but we've had a bit of a jammer do-si-do. It looks like Joe Dirt is in the box, which means this is a 2-minute jam, and as I say that, announcer curse, Berries Alive is sent to the penalty box and bounces out Joe Dirt. All the excitement happening in this final jam for this period. Jam 26, we are amongst it. Joe Dirt backwards on the outside, picking up 4 points. What a way to end it. So many whistles happening. Thank you for joining me for this first period. I'm going to wait for a rolling whistle. It looks like Canberra were able to pop up 2 points, so I think they had 2 points. There's a rolling whistle. They had 2 points when their jammer went into the box, so that's nice to not have it be an 8-0 jam. Score check here, we've got Canberra Roller Derby 87 and Varsity Derby 62. So that was an 8-2 jam for that one. Bit of a jammer, dirty dough, as we like to call it, I think, probably. I could be making that up. And yeah, jammer bounce. Both jammers going to the box in one jam. Jam going for the full 2 minutes. And we have not seen a lot of that today. In this game, I should say. In this game, it's been often getting lead, calling it off, doing really intense derby strategy, and playing their games. That's what I love to see. No one is succumbing to the other team. Such intense work. What I might do, just so you're aware, I might leave you for 8 minutes and 45-ish seconds. No, a bit less than that. I'll come back and I'll say hi. And yeah, bear with me. If you're in town, come down. We want to see you. We want your love. We want your high fives. Say hi. My name is Revan Townsend. I think I'm going to change my announcer name to Raven Townsend because I'm always raving and rambling. Let me know what you think. Looking forward to seeing you. Looking forward to hearing from you. See you soon. welcome back, stream. I'm going to try and get amongst the camera action. Is this going to work? No? Maybe? Maybe? Don't know if you can see me. Hi? Don't know. Hello? Hello? Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, world. I have a backward shirt on so I can be impartial. I am your boy, Revy T. Nice to see you. Thank you, world. Thank you, camera operator. Mwah. Lots of love. We are 1 minute out. We have an intermission. We are going to... We've also had a swapper bench. So teams have had a switcheroo on which side of the box that they are on and can sit down. And what do we got? What do we got? Score check. Canberra. If you're just joining us, score check. Canberra Roller Derby League, 87. Varsity Derby League, 62. My goodness me. The action that you have missed right up until now, get ready. They're going to bring it. Second half. Well, second period. I'm trying to get the lingo correct. I've been playing this a while. I should get the lingo correct. Second period. I think the last period we had about 26 jams. That's decent. That is decent, my friends. That shows the strategy that is being implemented, employed, etc. Lots of hit-its and quit-its, which is what we like to call it in the Derbs verse. Jammers getting lead, calling it off once they have their points, preventing the other jammer from getting points. And we are just about to finish up intermission and start our second period. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if you are, but I bloody am. It's really nice here. It's a lovely atmosphere inside. Bit of dancing, bit of chatting, lots and lots of cheering, lots of support.